going to cross to SABC News reporter Mbalenhle Mtetwa. A very good afternoon to you, Mbalenhle. What else do we know?
Good afternoon, Nzinga. We are still in Soweto, where residents have been protesting over the fact that they have not had electricity for 2 weeks. Some have not had electricity for a week. The periods are varying from community to community. We have been driving around Soweto. We understand that the protest is not only stationed here in Diepkloof Zone 4, but there are also other parts of Soweto where people are actually protesting. I just need to correct something. So Zone 4 has electricity, but Zone 3 does not have electricity. And those are the people who are responsible for the bricks that you see behind me and the tires that are burning behind me right now. We understand that many of them have actually been here since early this morning at 3:30 this morning and are just blockading the roads and are preventing people from driving past or beyond the barricades that they have created right behind me here. We've seen them and witnessed some of them actually chasing motorists away, and some motorists having to turn back because they fear that their cars might be damaged for some reason. But I'm actually not alone here. We understand that a bit earlier when we spoke to community members, they said that they've gone to as far as the office of the Premier, to the Mayor's office, and they were also calling on the ward councillor to come along and assist them in their challenges and in their troubles. And it seems as though their calls have been heard, because the ward councillor in the area, Councillor Brenda Dami, is here to speak to us about the situation that we've seen unfolding here in Soweto, or in this particular area, since this morning. Thank you so much for speaking to us, and thank you for making the time to speak to us. Talk to us about how your thoughts on what is happening here and the events that actually have led to this.
Thank you very much for having me. Actually, what you see here is been going on for 2 weeks. As the community of Diepkloof Zone 3, the frustration, I can't even describe it. People are very tired and angry. That's why they're doing this. Eskom have switched off for everybody in Diepkloof Zone 3. And my question for Eskom, my argument with them, because we had a debate on Josie FM on Thursday, was why do you switch off for everybody? Because we've got the loyal customers in Diepkloof Zone 3, we've got business people that are paying and buying. Now, why do you treat everybody with a blanket approach? And also, we're saying to Eskom, the memorandum that we took to the mayor and the premier on Wednesday, we're saying to Eskom, investigate the contractor that you sent here to put the meters on. They didn't do their work. For instance, in one street, you'll find out only 6 people have got a meter. Other people doesn't have meters. Others, the pad where they must load doesn't work. All those things. Why is Eskom treating our people like this? Eskom must be honest. My challenge for Eskom is calm down and engage with your clients and do door-to-door and audit and see who owes you and why is it that people that are not buying, because there's no meter. Now you want to say everybody must pay 6,000 rent. Who've got 6,500 rent? On October, when they done this, we agreed with them. We say, come up with your payment plan. Community of Diepkloof doesn't say we don't want to pay. They say, cancel, we want to pay. But Eskom must come on board and sit down with us. Come up with a payment plan. Let's see how best can we do this. Eskom is arrogant. I want to say to you, Eskom is arrogant, is treating our people unfairly. Where's part of it? They don't want to come down to come and discuss with their clients. The community is their clients. They want us as councillors. They are putting our life in danger, because if community are angry, anything can happen. So they don't want to come up. They're working from home. They're working from their offices. They just talk over the phones. They must come down and address their clients. They must never do this to us. They've got the office at Diepkloof Zone 6. They've closed that office. Where must the community go? Where must their clients go when there's a problem? We are still saying Eskom must come down and do audit. Community want to play. We must have a payment plan. They cannot say they don't want payment plan. Everybody must pay. Now you are saying everybody must pay 6,000 rand. Even the people that doesn't owe you. Even the business people. Education is being affected, my sister. Let me say to you, our children are crying. They were writing exams. They are affected. Health, I don't want to talk. People are living on oxygen. People are chronic. And people are dying on the ground. Eskom doesn't want to listen. Business are down. Economy is down. As you must know that most of the people have lost their job due to COVID. Now, who is having 6,000 rand right now?
And talk to us about the conversations. Have you at least tried to have meetings? You know, what's come out of the meetings and the conversations that you've had with Eskom and other stakeholders to try and remedy the situation here?
Exactly. That point. We had a meeting and we gave them our memorandum. What is it that we need to do? Now, we had a meeting with Brian, the area manager. And we told Brian, what you're telling us is not going to happen. Come down, let's talk with our bosses that the community of Deep Kloof want to pay. Brian wants each and every person to give him a call for account number and reference number. How possible is it? Because we're talking about how many people, the whole Deep Kloof. Is Brian going to handle those calls one by one? He can't. So Eskom is clutching on straws. I'm challenging them as a council of this ward. They must come down. We'll be with them. Let them do door-to-door audit and tell us. And they must come in this house and say, you, Brenda Dami, you're owing us so much because you've got a meter, but you're not paying. You don't have a meter now. Why do you punish everybody?
So some of the concerns that have been raised by Eskom in the past is that they feel that their infrastructure has been tampered with and people have connected illegally. And the 6,000 rand is really just a connection fee and a deterrent from, to deter residents from ever, connecting illegally or tampering with these or bypassing these meters and so on. What is the situation on the ground? Is this not the case on the ground?
They're saying people have breached. Now I'm saying to you, if people have breached, because I'm saying to Eskom, they don't have database of the community. They gave papers that show that people must come and pay 6,000 rand. You know what did they do? They just stand somewhere and write addresses, no account number, no names. Whom are you giving that? And communities and families, they didn't have acknowledgement. Isn't that when you want me to pay, I owe you, you come, I sign, I acknowledge. They didn't do that. They just give, and they claim they give 980. I only got 90. So why are you punishing people? They can say people have breached. Did they come down and check? They didn't. And the people that have breached, do they have meters in their houses? Eskom must come and check and do their work. Nobody's going to do their work. Myself as a councillor, I'm working for City of Joburg. I'm representing my constituency as the community. I'm not working for Eskom. I'm not their mouthpiece. They must come and engage. Why are they afraid to come down and engage with community? So they must come and do their work and audit house by house. And we're saying, if they found that you have breached, then we can communicate. They must not assume that everybody have breached. There's nobody there's not everybody that have breached. They must come and check their meters, my sister.
Okay, there you have it. That is the ward councillor here, the councillor Brenda Dahmer, who's just expressing some of the frustrations that the community is facing at this stage, calling on Eskom to come on the ground and assess the situation itself and not to use a blanket approach by disconnecting all this entire community off the grid, saying that residents are willing to pay. However, they do not want to pay that reconnection fee because they are denying claims and allegations that they have, in fact, tampered and bypassed their meters. It's back to you in studio.